We putting work, turning nothing into something. They feelings hurt, we turning nothing into something. Give a fuck if they don't like me, cause all this bread I count excites me. Turning nothing into something, nothing into something, turning nothing into something.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to Blunt Thoughts Live, episode 34. It's been a long time, been a couple of weeks, actually. I just wanted to do this real quick, a lot of talk going on, whether this is a must win for the Mets. What should we do with this lineup? What should we do with Jeff McNeil and this and that? And ever since McNeil and Alvarez joined this team, we can't win and we suck and all of this good stuff. And again, a must win in May and the season is over. The season is over. I actually thought the season was over this weekend. The way, with the kind of stuff that I was hearing. Obviously, I'm having a little fun, ladies and gentlemen. But just wanted to touch base and just give my thoughts as to what's going on. And listen, man, I'm right there with anyone who's frustrated right now, who doesn't like what they're seeing, who wants to see better from all these guys, whether it be Teflon Juan, whether it be Brandon Nimmo, whether it be Mark Vientos, whoever the hell it is. I mean, I think right now, besides the pitching staff, and even though they've stumbled a little bit, but who the hell expected them to be perfect the whole season, right? If you expected this team or the pitching staff to be perfect the whole year, that's your fault, right? That's your fault. But it's okay. It's okay because we can all feel however the hell we want to feel. But besides the pitching and Pete Alonso and Francisco Lindor, there's no one here that is exempt from criticism. I'm sorry. There's no one that's exempt from criticism. And I know people are going to talk about Teflon Juan and the fact that he's getting on base and all of this nonsense. That's not what I need him to do. I'm sorry. I'm all for taking a walk over a strikeout and understanding the situation. And if you're not being pitched to, go ahead and take that walk. But the idea that I can't say that I would like to see a little bit more from the guy because he's taking walks, it just drives me crazy. But anyways, we're not here to pick on Teflon Juan or anything like that. Like I said, just want to touch base. And listen, I do the show Mets Talk Unfiltered with Eddie, which is partially why I haven't been doing my own stuff like this as much as I would like to, or maybe as much as some of you guys would like to. But Eddie had asked me in one of the shows maybe like 2 or 3 shows ago, are you worried or do you expect or do you think? I forget exactly the wording, but it was exactly about this. That this would happen. That this team wouldn't be able to sustain what they were doing. That would there be a fall off? And I told Eddie then, am I worried? Am I concerned about it? No. Because I expect it to happen. I expect it to happen. No one has a perfect season. Maybe some teams do. Maybe sometimes you get a team. But that doesn't really happen. Now, what happens is the good teams, when they have a little stumble, it's exactly that, a little stumble. It doesn't go into a cliff dive. And that's what we're in the middle of right now. Not a cliff dive. We're having a little stumble. It is up to them to make it what it's going to be. Is it going to continue to be a cliff dive? Is it going to be the kind of May that people are dreading? You already see people talking about how this team struggles as soon as May hits, the calendar hits May. Is that what it's going to be? Or is this just a little stumble where, okay, you've lost 2 series in a row, on the verge of maybe losing a third in a row, or maybe not? As bad as they've been playing, they can still go out there and win a series today, right? They can still do that. And you win a series, okay, you lost 2 in a row. So it's almost like losing 2 series in a row, I would say, would be equivalent to what? Maybe a 4-game losing streak, a 3-game losing streak. Something that you don't want to see good teams do often, that good teams don't do often. This team is still yet to lose more than 2 games in a row. This team is still yet to lose more than 2 games in a row. So I'm annoyed as hell with this team. But I'm still not at the concerned level. I'm still not at the worried level. Am I frustrated that this offense is not performing to the capabilities that I thought that it can? Heck yeah, I am. I thought this is an offense that could average 6 runs a game. I can look it up, but I'm pretty sure they're not averaging that. Let's see if we can find that as we talk nonsense here. But I'm pretty sure they're not averaging that, right? But I think it's something that can do. And I think there's still time for them to do that. When we talk about individuals, I'm frustrated as hell that Brandon Nimmo still hasn't figured out how to hit in the middle of the order. You know what I've been thinking about lately, ladies and gentlemen? I think it was back in 2018 when I had my season tickets. I was invited by the Mets, by my rep, to what the Mets had. They called it Baseball 101. And it was Omar Minaya. It was I think it was John Rico. I think this was the time when they had the triumvirate of general managers. Sandy had gotten sick. They brought Omar in to help. John Rico, and I think even who was the other guy that was in there? Anyways, the point is they had baseball 101 and they were talking about all of this nonsense that I hate. All of this analytics and all of this stuff. And one of the things they talked about was how the analytics department, or not necessarily the Mets analytic department, but in the analytical world, in the new world of looking at baseball, Brandon Nimmo was a player they weren't in love with. Even though Brandon Nimmo had the walks and all that stuff, there was a part of Brandon Nimmo's game that they weren't in love with. And that was the launch angle nonsense. And I remember speaking in this event and saying, I don't give a damn about no launch angle nonsense. And Omar Minaya agreeing and talking about how as long as he was there, the team wouldn't turn to that. And listen, I know that some of this stuff is advantageous. I understand all that information can be used and applied to good. We're seeing it with the pitching lab. But I think we're also seeing that Brandon Nimmo has gone too much towards launch angle, too much to trying to lift the ball in every damn situation. And it's driving me mad. I always felt like Brandon Nimmo could hit in the middle of the order on this team, right? I always felt like Brandon Nimmo could hit in the middle order at this team because I felt like Brandon Nimmo was a good hitter, someone who would take a walk if that's what the at bat dictated, someone who can drive the ball in a gap from gap to gap and give me a bases clearing double with bases loaded. But instead, Brandon Nimmo has turned into someone that wants to yank the ball out of the ballpark. And it's not working. He has good stretches, but it's made him inconsistent as hell. It's made him strike out too damn much. So although I'm one of the biggest Brandon Nimmo fans out here, and I support Brandon Nimmo and I defend Brandon Nimmo, people say too much and all of that good stuff, but I'm not blind. Where I defer from people is when people say he can't do this. Brandon Nimmo's a zero. No, he can do it. He just needs to do it. He just needs to do it. It's the same like Mark Vientos. And it drives me crazy because we're seeing Mark Vientos now be Pete Alonso 2024. Pete Alonso 2023, even with the 47 home runs, swinging at damn breaking balls in the first base dugout. And when I say I like to see Mark Vientos hitting second between Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor, people, oh, how can you want Mark Vientos taking at bats from these guys? How Mark Vientos is not good enough hitter for this. Mark Vientos is swinging. Well, that's why. Had we done this from the beginning of the season, maybe he wouldn't be seeing all them damn breaking balls. And he wouldn't be struggling as much as he is. He wouldn't be putting pressure on himself, batting fourth and fifth, trying to drive in runs. He did phenomenal last year batting second. But no, you got to have Teflon Juan because God forbid Teflon Juan doesn't have an opportunity to get 10 more walks a season. Are we here to make sure that Teflon Juan does him? Or are we here to have the best productive lineup that we can have? Because that's what I'm concerned with. I want what's best for the team. And I'm not saying Juan Soto batting second may not be best for the team, but it's not for this team. It's not for this lineup. I'm sorry. That man should be batting third. That man should be a game changer, a game breaker, not a damn Omar Vizquel baton passing. Take the damn baton across the finish line. That's what I want to see from Juan Soto. It doesn't mean that I don't believe in Juan Soto. It doesn't mean that I'm down on Juan Soto. It means that I'm frustrated with Juan Soto. And listen, I know there's going to come a time. I believe this in my heart. It's going to come a time when we can all look back at this and we can laugh. And if Juan Soto struggles in May and puts this team on his back in October, who the hell cares about May, right? But we're here talking about the here and now, and we're reacting to the here and now. And in the here and now, I need Juan Soto to be a game breaker. I need this lineup overall to be better. And in my opinion, with Juan Soto batting third and Peter Alonso batting fourth, the slugger that he is, and people want to say, why would you want to touch Peter Alonso? You can't touch Peter Alonso. Peter Alonso is not a 340 number 3 hitter. Now, listen, maybe he could go shock all of us. And I'm one of the bigger Peter Alonso supporters. I was out here fighting people all off season that want to know part of Peter Alonso on this team. And I was saying that Peter Alonso could be something like this. I didn't expect this. I'd be lying to say if I thought Peter Alonso could hit 340. I never thought that. But I thought Peter Alonso could hit 270, 280. Drive me in 120 plus runs while hitting me his 40 plus home runs. Batting cleanup while giving me an 800 OPS. I did believe that. And he's obviously giving us that and more. Can he continue it? I don't know. But I also don't think that he needs to hit third to do that. And if you're concerned about him having a hit right behind Soto, I'm moving them both down, 3 and 4. Another thing I want to say real quick, and I'm all over the place, ladies and gentlemen, and this is not going to be a live watch along. We're out of here in about probably 8 minutes. This is going to be the quickest Blunt Thoughts Live you've ever watched. But another thing is that's driving me nuts. And again, I'm not saying Teflon Juan doesn't help. But one of the reasons that we've been frustrated the last few years is because this team has failed with men on base. This team has failed with runners in scoring position. So that means that the opportunities have been there. Are there a little bit more? Maybe now. When it pertains to Pete Alonso, possibly. Are pitchers pitching him a little different because Juan Soto's sitting in front of him? Possibly. At the same time, I always said it doesn't matter if it's Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, or whoever the hell else you want. Hank Aaron, who you want? Put whoever you want in the lineup around them. And if Pete Alonso continued to swing at breaking balls in the dirt, breaking balls in the first base dugout, breaking balls in the left-handed batter's box, it wouldn't matter. So give Pete Alonso credit for recognizing that flaw and for putting in the work. Because guess what? Those guys are in the lineup. Is that helping Mark Vientos from not swinging at those pitches? Because he's still swinging at them. Or does Mark Vientos need to take it upon himself to say, okay, they're going to keep throwing that crap at me? Well, I'm not going to swing. But let me say what's up to you guys real quick, since some of you guys are in here and you're kind enough to make some comments, and I appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys very much. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Is Acuna safe from criticism? Nobody is safe from criticism from me. Tom, good to see you, brother. You know me. Nobody's safe from criticism. Everybody gets criticized. But what do you want to criticize Acuna about? Honestly, Acuna's been doing pretty damn good. Acuna's been doing pretty damn good, and is getting the playing time he deserves. I think, but if I see that I need to criticize Acuna, I definitely will. I right now don't see a reason to criticize him, but you're more than welcome to, especially on Blunt Thoughts. I always say this: this is our show, and everybody is welcome to give their blunt thoughts, whether we agree or not, whether it fires me up or not. Just don't anybody ever take anything personal here, and we good. Shout out to my guy Ed, nice shirt, yes sir. Thank you, thank you to Big Nick Energy. Shout out Big Nick Energy. Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I was out there in West Bubblefuck. I don't even know where the hell I was, man. I actually thought I was gonna get kidnapped. But I went out there and I hung out with my guy Ant and his partner Mikey and did their show, which should be out sometime this week. And we had a lot of fun. And they blessed me with this nice little T-shirt. And we got our Knickerbockers going tonight, and hopefully they can win a game 2 tonight. So I figured I'd rock this and try to support everybody, our Knicks, my guys Ant and Mikey, who showed me a lot of love, and Big Dick Energy and all that good stuff. But Jonathan, what the hell are you talking about? Why not watch along and not a watch along space? I'm not doing a watch along, I said, brother. And I said I might do a space for a little while. I don't know if I could do the entire game. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how I feel, bro. We'll see how I feel. Oh man. Listen, Teflon Juan is not mentally there. It's his negative mentality. Negative mentality. I can disagree with you. I don't know if he is or he isn't there. If we want to read body language, if we want to look into things, I'm not gonna tell you shut the fuck up, like some people might. At least not on this topic. But hey, yeah, there's things that I don't like. There's things that I see that I don't like, and I wonder. I don't like the way he looks at his post game press conferences, where he still looks like he did when he was a impending free agent. Like, dude, you're not a free agent no more. This is home. Act like it. I don't like that he runs towards the dugout when somebody's hit a home run. I don't like that it seems like they gotta force him to do the pick after the home. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. What does it mean? I don't freaking know. I don't know. But more than anything, we need him to hit. We need him to hit. But I'm with you. I don't know if he's mentally there. He's not mentally there. Maybe he's going through something personally. I don't freaking know. But I'm not going to dismiss or shout anybody down that says, damn, he doesn't seem totally happy. I get it. Does it matter? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But we just need him to start hitting, man. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's frustrated. Maybe he's putting too much pressure on himself. You guys know if you watch this stuff. I didn't think he would struggle here. I said he already played in New York. The guy's performing the highest of pressures. What the hell does playing for the New York Mets gonna add more pressure to you for? It shouldn't be a problem. He had a great spring training. He was toying with pitchers. And then the season starts. And I don't know. Maybe does it have anything to do maybe with the tragedy in Dominican Republic at the club at Jet Set? I don't know. But man, I hope he comes out of it. The more bats arguments is worthless. Heck, you know it. How about getting more bats for our best hitters with running his scoring position? The thing is, Carlos, you can't control that. I know you're on this Brandon Nimmo, and he keeps getting opportunities to run his scoring position because he's batting fourth, but you've seen it. He's been dropped to sixth, seventh, and they still find him. The game of baseball finds you. It finds you when you're hurt. It finds you when you're struggling. It just finds you. You understand what I'm saying? What I don't care is about empty at bats. You know what I'm saying? Empty more at bats. What the hell do I care if Soto gets more at bats if all he's gonna do is damn fucking walk? And again, I'm not saying the walk is not valuable. I don't need that to be his damn priority. But go argue with your mama. Junior, you better cut that shit out, bro. This ain't no damn sinking ship. It's a frustrating one right now, but it ain't sinking. Oh God. You know what, Anthony? It's been a minute. I ain't doing this today, bro. This is definitely fucking Joe's burner account right here. Joe, what up, dude? You told me you don't do YouTube. You know what I'm saying, Junior? You dig? You dig? You dig? Oh, okay, Tom. I like that. I like that one, Tom. What's up, Jonathan? Guys, we're on the 20-minute mark, and I do want to get out of here. I might do, if you're on X, I might do a space where we can all chop it up. Everybody could talk, we could scream, we could do all that good stuff, which is kind of why I don't like doing that, especially during the game. But I might do that to have a little bit of fun. It may not be the whole game. We'll see how it goes. But again, I just wanted to touch base. I want to make sure you guys don't forget about me, man. You know, it ain't just about Mets Talk Unfiltered. Blunt Thoughts still exists, baby. Blunt Thoughts still exists, and we're gonna still find time and still do this. And still got other things that I want to do. So, but on that note, we're gonna get out of here. Listen, I forgot to say this. We can debate whether Kodai Senga's an ace, not an ace, and all of that good stuff. Today, we need him to be a damn stopper. We need him to be a damn stopper. That's what we need. Go out there and be a stopper. Go out there and win this series. And you stop yourself from losing 3 series in a row. So you stop that 4-game losing streak. You stop it at 3. And you keep it pushing. Get a day off tomorrow. Come back and handle these hot Cubs. And then I forget who comes after that. But I believe they're home for a couple of series, at least 2 series. But we'll see how it goes. We know how it is with these lineups. Sometimes we don't like the lineups. Although I think today the lineup got a pretty good review out there on the X world. But sometimes the lineup we least expect is the lineup that gives us the most runs. Who the hell is pitching for these guys today? Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly with his 3-1 record with a 4.06 ERA. 27 strikeouts in 37 innings pitched. Last time out, went 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run against Philadelphia. But guess what? I don't give a damn. It's about today. And like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, ain't nothing we could do about yesterday. Ain't nothing we could do about tomorrow. All we could do is handle today. Go out there and handle business. You already know what it is. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy your afternoon. Enjoy this ball game. Don't think Junior's lying. He'll be watching. He loves this ship, and he knows it ain't sinking. But like my guy Carlos said, man, and like I just popped up there, hit them thumbs up buttons, man. Help a brother out. LFGM, baby. Peace.
Full of animals and we made ourselves with minimal. Fuck you, no subliminals. Putting in this work, nigga. That's why they feelings hurt, nigga. Swear we need a hearse cause we rep our shites to the dirt, nigga. If I'm in the club